Welcome to this special segment of the Speedy Show. I think everybody was pretty baffled when they checked their phones whenever they woke up Sunday morning and they seen that Ja Morant had been suspended from the Grizzlies for posting a gun on IG Live. I think most people was like, why they running the same news back from like a month or two, like that happened already. Like, but it actually was not a Twitter scam. It was real news. Ja actually allegedly, let's just leave it at allegedly for now. But the video is out there. You can look for yourself. He's on IG Live again with a firearm. He's been suspended by the Grizzlies indefinitely from all team activities until the league finishes its investigation. The league and the Grizzlies say they're both aware of the video and they're studying it. J Star, I wanted to know, what are your thoughts on this Ja situation? A lot of people got a lot of opinions, and I want to know what you think about the whole the whole situation, not just this one incident.
Yeah, man, I got a whole lot to say, but I'm gonna sum it up. First off, SMH, 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 SMH. It's like you play in the NBA, man. Stop trying to do things when you taking care of your family playing ball. You're not taking care of your family, being this and being that or being a thug. Just stop doing. I mean, that's just ridiculous. First time you got caught up, you said you was gonna stop. You learn from your mistake, and then you do it again. It's like you don't want to be in the NBA. It's like you want to. It's like flashing that is paying the bills. I don't know from what I heard or seen or researched. I mean, you didn't really John Morant. You didn't grow up, you know, real hard. You might have went through things like all of us do. But you went to a private school and you got probably some good grades and now you made it and people are counting on you, man. People are counting on you, man. And you come on, stop doing that, man. Because they say three strikes you out, but this your second strike, and I don't know, you may be out.
I know he's out of $39 million this year because those games that he missed definitely contributed to the fact that he didn't make the all NBA team. That's already lost money. They're talking about he can lose upwards of $20 million between the Nike endorsement that's probably about to get pulled back and the Powerade endorsement that's probably about to get pulled back.
That's ridiculous, man. It's stupid. It's really stupid. Like, why? Why? I mean, you are a little younger, but you are an adult. I mean, you learn from you did this already. You just went through this, and here you go doing it again. I'm sorry, y'all. It makes me kind of upset because it's like I want to see him the best. I want the best for a job. I want to see him play ball and prosper and continue to take care of his family and people because that's what I do. But you know, when you keep doing things like this, you're not just putting yourself at jeopardy. You're putting everything on the line that you worked hard for all these years to get to this career, your dream career, and you messing it up doing stupid stuff. So, I'm just saying, job man. If you see this, if you're looking at the screen, if somebody see this, please let John Moran know. Knock that off, man. Knock that off, man.
Yeah, and I don't want to beat a dead horse. I want to touch on a different aspect of this. When he got suspended the first time, he went to a counseling program. They said he was there like, I don't know, 8 days. I think this is just like it's something else going on. It He needs some help. Mental help. He needs some support. He needs some people that are gonna not tell him what he wants to hear, but tell him what he needs to hear. Because what he's doing right now, it just doesn't make sense from the perspective of, if you were in your right mind and all of your mental health was in correct order, the pattern of how he's acting and those things aren't, they're not, it doesn't line up. It's so far, the way he's rolling around. And I also think it's not just the fact that, he's in the NBA and he has to conduct himself a certain way. Some people like to bring up the Second Amendment rights. Well, the NBA is a private business. They don't want their young black superstars flashing guns. It is what it is. You take their money, you play by their rules. I personally can't stand when people try to make all these double standards for him being able to do what he want. No, he can't really do what he want. He's standing on somebody else's paycheck. Somebody else is signing his paycheck. The Memphis Grizzlies are signing his paycheck. So he works for somebody. You have to represent your employer
Let
a
me
certain
stop
way.
right there though. Let me stop you right there though. I'm just gonna say something quick. He can do what he wants to do, not just on Instagram Live though.
Well, I'm sure a lot of NBA players exercise their Second Amendment rights, but that's my point. Nobody's flashing their guns on Instagram but Ja. And I think it speaks to something much bigger. It's got to be something going on with him. It's like a cry for help. As a young man that's been through a lot of stuff in my life, and I've been through the turmoil of growing up in a low class neighborhood and the struggles of what you have to go through, fearing for your life or fearing for your safety. He has the resources to avoid those fears. The fact that he's not doing it, and it seems from the outside looking in that he's doing all he can to run into the fire. To me, it speaks to something much bigger than, oh, he's just immature, or he just wants to be a fake gangster, or he wants to be. To me, it's way bigger than that. I feel like he has some serious mental health issues going on, and somebody needs to help him address that. Because I think a lot of people just are like, oh, well, he's dumb. They don't really care about a young black man. Like, I care. I think what he did was very idiotic, and it wasn't very showing of how intelligent of a young man he is. And I, at the same time, also feel like this isn't the end of the road for him. He can clean this up. I feel like people have to care about helping him get right as much as they care about getting on him when he's wrong.
Of course. But the thing is, Speedy, it's one thing to do it, and you doing it. And I'm sorry, I know that he may have some mental health issues or something, but I call that excuse total baloney. When you on there and you doing this and you smiling and you nay-naying with the weapon, that ain't no mental health. All that. Nah, man. That's just you just
I
acting a
think
fool.
it is, bro. It's a big cry for help. Exactly my point, though. Who in their right mind is the key words. Who in their right mind would conduct themselves this way? It's hard to find a legitimate answer to that. And the fact that he went to counseling the first time, like I said, it's somebody that's finished a long-term outpatient rehabilitation program. I
So
know
you
you
tell
can't work on yourself in 8 days. You can't work on yourself in
right.
2 weeks.
So
You
he
can't
needs to
work
take a
on
year
yourself
off.
in 2 months.
So you're saying he needs to take a year off from NBA and focus on that?
I'm saying that, no, I don't think he needs to take time off from his job. He's got to learn how to live the real world. We got to work. I have mental health issues daily. I have to go to work still. I can't take a week off from my job anytime I want. Those are like luxuries that he's being afforded by being an NBA player. But what I do think needs to happen is he needs to really have some people on his side that are either in that field in the mental health profession, or there are advisors outside of his circle to that'll talk to him with some sternness and let him know that these issues will affect you past your NBA life. I think we're just focused on his NBA life. He is going down the wrong road, in my opinion. He can lose his life in this nonsense. Forget his NBA life. If that
Yeah.
ends, hey, man, God blesses you, God give it, God take it away. I'm worried about his life, his real life. He's not
Yeah.
showing tendencies of somebody that has his head wrapped on right. And that's more what I'm worried about.